Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your girl MizzTink. That's M-I-Z-Z, not M-I-S-S. Alright, and we back on this thing again. And shout out to my girl T for doing my hair yet again. You know, I'm gonna put your information at the bottom, girl. Y'all check her out. We're here to talk about none other than Step It Up, Season 1, Episode 3, Fix Your Face. Alright. Anyways, let's start it off with Scene 1 where we see Tracy coming into a dance studio and tells all her dancers that she's so proud of them about the 4th of July performance because they did an amazing job. Then she surprises them with another treat, which is an audition to, well, should I say another opportunity to audition for an up-and-coming Miami artist named Kitty Garcia. And everybody's happy. Janae, which is one of my favorite dancers or whatever, she's happy. She says even if it was Beyonce, she would be just as happy. And I'm like, girl, Beyonce probably pay you more, so I might be a little bit happier. But it is what it is. Girl, get your dance on. I'm happy for you. Next, Miss Tracy goes on to say, you know, any opportunity is a good opportunity for her when they call her for her dances because it's the way to get her name on out there for the world to see, for the nation to see. You know, YCDT is her shit. And I ain't mad at you, girl. Any networking is better than no networking, as long as it's not bad networking. I'm not mad at you. I'm proud of you. Do what you got to do, girl. And then she announces that only her repertoire dancers are getting an audition, not the company. And then we're introduced to Andrew. He's been a repertoire dancer for 5 years. He's doing his thing, and he hopes he get the audition just like everybody else in repertoire hopes they get the audition for Kitty Garcia. Then after Tracy says that she feels or sees Deontay, you know, changing his whole face and tells Deontay to fix your face. And I was like, oh, okay, check him. Deontay, we all know, has been with the company for 3 years, but he wants to be repertoire, and he's kind of bummed that company won't be auditioning for the Kitty Garcia only repertoire is. But I'm like, you gotta do what you gotta do to get the repertoire so you get these opportunities. I'm just saying, they work twice as hard. I'm just saying, but he gonna get a repertoire. I have a good feeling. After that, Tracy calls out Deontay, tells Deontay to stand up and give me a full 8-count lyrical, and Deontay basically froze. Deontay, you can't be doing that when you get called out on the spot. And then that's when Miss Tracy tells him, like, if that was an audition, you wouldn't have got the job, because them judges like that, they cutthroat like that. They don't play with that shit. And it's true. They don't. And I'm just saying, I hope Deontay learns from this. It is what it is. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, because of that whole little thing with Deontay, she tells the rest of the company that they need to come up with their own 4/8 count of a lyrical combo and show it to her. And I'm like, y'all better get it in. But hey, it is what it is. You gotta learn. But like I said, let's go ahead and press play to the next scene. After that, we see Deontay and Deshaun talking or whatever, and they're really close friends. Deshaun is basically that real good friend that even though she might get on your nerves, she's still gonna be there for you. And once they talking, Deshaun basically tells Deontay, no, well, you know how she is. You gotta be ready. You gotta be on your toes. I mean, shit, I want to be in repertoire too, so I have to work twice as hard, and I know that. So you're gonna have to do it too as well. And I'm like, girl, that is so true. Tell them it is what it is. You got to work twice as hard. Them auditions, they cutthroat. You want to be rep, you got to put in the work. They have their little talk going back and forth, and then they all have that little kumbaya moment, and then let's get on to the next scene after that. I'm just saying. After all that, we see Tracy rehearsing with her repertoire dancers and giving them that lyrical piece that they're going to be doing for Miss Kitty Garcia. And I like it. I think it's really cute. I like it. But then she yells that she wants her dancers to commit, show it in their face, basically show it all over your body. Then she calls out Janae for not giving any emotion, basically having a dead face. You're not supposed to do that in dance. Then tells Janae that she's a pretty dancer. And, for some people who don't understand, a pretty dancer, she basically breaks it down. A pretty dancer is the girl that basically gets picked for everything. She might not have all the technique, she might not have all the skills, but she has the look. So she would get picked over the girl who does have the technique, who does have the skills and the talent, but doesn't have the look. And then I like how Miss Tracy goes on and say, that happened to her one time. She didn't get an audition or a job because she didn't have the look, but she was better than that girl. And it does happen. It happens in the dance world. So I like how she explains it and tells Janae that, and basically tells the world that's what she meant before they start throwing shade, thinking she's trying to be shady when she's not. She's telling the damn truth. I'm just saying, it happens. But let's go ahead and press play to the next scene. After that, we see Jean and Tracy doing their thing at their house, and I'm like, all right, cute. I love the black love, but Miss Tracy, what the hell was he eating? I'm just saying I need to see a little bit more food. But then again, I don't know how they eat in Miami. I'm just saying, down here in Texas, everything's big in Texas, even the food sizes. I'm little as hell, but I love to eat. My inner circle knows. But hey, it is what it is. And they're talking about how rehearsals with Tracy's talking to her husband about how rehearsals went, her method of teaching, and then, you know, of course, Gene understands Tracy and, you know, keeps her insane, and I love their relationship. You know, she got all this shit on her shoulders, but her husband's the one that keep her sane, which is what a man is supposed to do, or better yet, your spouse is supposed to do, because y'all know I'm gay as fuck. I'm just saying. That's what a spouse is supposed to do. And I like how he expresses, you know, how different and unique she is, from how her glasses are to her phone to everything about her, and that's what he loves about her. And I'm like, oh, you got you a good one, Tracy. Keep that. That's your man, girl. Yes, girl. But let's go ahead and press play to the next scene. Alright, so across town we see Janae and Tamika doing their thing in the house. Cute house. I like the little apartment is cute. And, you know, Miss Tamika's basically folding clothes and shit and, you know, cooking and feeding her, you know, her other two kids. I was like, alright, multitasker, mom. It doesn't matter if you're single or married, a mama do what I gotta do. Then she talks to Janae about prioritizing and stuff because she knows that dance is a part of her life. And then I like how she basically doesn't mind basically stating that, you know, she was a single parent and she used to be a dancer as well, and she sees her through her daughter but doesn't try to push her to do anything she doesn't want to do. You know, her daughter's a basically talented dancer. She was born to be a dancer, and her mom supports her, and I like that. I like how she's able to just, you know, let her know you got to balance from your priorities and your dance, but she also supports her. And then I like how Janae, even though she tried to get away from doing chores, she still went outside and did her dance thing, talk about dedication. Go on, girl. I remember doing that in high school too on the dance team. Get it, boo. Right before an audition for a game. Alright, girl. I ain't mad at you, Janae. Yep. But let's go ahead and press play to the next scene. Alright, next we see Tracy basically having her auditions or whatever to get ready for Kitty Garcia. And, you know, this is the first one because the second one they have to actually audition in front of Kitty Garcia. Tracy is going off, throwing peanuts, going in on their ass. I was like, oh my God, that's basically what... I'm just saying, I love the way she teaches. People might think it's hard, but no, that's how you gotta be, because that's how shit is in life. You gotta have some thick ass skin. And, you know, she throwing peanuts, making the girls go pick up the peanuts and stuff, telling me you better get it together. Then I like how she puts Janae and Jakira together because, you know, they're best friends, but each one lacks what the other one has. So, you know, they're good competitors. They might be best friends supporter, but when they on there and it's audition time, bitch, you're my competitor. But overall, she winds up, of course, picking Andrew, and out of Janae and Jakira, she picks Janae over Jakira. And, you know, better luck next time, Jakira. But I like how she was supportive even though she was mad. It'd be like that sometime. But let's go ahead and press play to the next scene. Next, the company has to come with their 4 lyrical 8 count, and Tracy basically said this is a repertoire mock tryout. I remember doing that when cheerleader tryouts was going in. You always had to do that shit. And, you know, basically Deontay, he's nervous, but, you know, before he even gets to the audition, you know, him and his grandmother, they talking, his grandma give him this speech, and why was you humming when your grandmother was talking to you? I would have got so backhanded. I understand you nervous, and you sound good singing, but I would have got backhanded. I'm just saying, it couldn't have been me. But I like how his grandmother supports him. You know, he's singing to calm, excuse me, y'all, you know my allergies. He's singing to calm his nerves down and everything, and then after that, when he gets there, you know, first, Miss Tracy calls on Deshawn. Deshawn does the thing, but Miss Tracy feels that Deshawn is still lacking some confidence, so she needs to find that confidence in her, which I believe she will. Then Deontay does his thing, and, you know, he's all over the place with jazz, contemporary, all of that stuff, when Miss Tracy basically said lyrical, but that doesn't mean he's not a good dancer, because he did that shit. And that's basically what he has to do, learn how to basically pick a style of dance and not be all over the place with it. But overall, she basically gives a critique that, you know, they're not giving their hard enough, they're not giving their all, and, you know, that real reps, you know, they audition, the real repertoire audition is coming up, and they have to be able to give their all and give it all, or they're not going to be reps. And I think Deontay and Deshawn going to get it. I hope they get it, but, you know, after that, Deontay and Deshawn are talking to Miss Tracy, and Miss Tracy basically saying, you know, this is just my style of teaching. Don't take it personal. I mean, I care about every last one of y'all, but this is my style of teaching. I'm preparing them. So, you know, overall, Deontay understands what Miss Tracy is saying, basically what Deshawn was saying and what his grandma was saying, and realize that he needs to adjust his attitude in order to excel. And I hope he does, which I do believe he does, because I feel that he's going to make it a repertoire, him and Deshawn. But anyways, let's go ahead and press play to the next scene. Next, we got the Kitty Garcia tryout, and everybody's trying now. Kitty Garcia mistakes that the stage is actually smaller than what she expected, so she only ends up picking one dancer, which happens to be Andrew, although Janae did a good job too, and everything. And I'm like, girl, I'm going to need you to get your size better. Just saying, you know. And then after that, you know, everybody's happy, but, you know, still bittersweet feeling, and all of a sudden, ooh, Lord. Miss Dominique from Repertoire comes out and actually questions Kitty Galore about her decision. Girl, what the hell was you thinking? You don't do no shit like that. Oh, I love when Miss Tracy checked the ass. Like, how dare you embarrass me, embarrass this company. You don't come out and ask the person, whoever it is, who makes a decision, why? Like, girl, that is so disrespectful. I love how Miss Tracy checked. I would have checked the ass too. You don't do that. That's embarrassing the company and embarrassing YCDT as a whole. Oh, before I even got on press play, I like how she made her apologize to Miss Kitty and everything about that. Like, girl, that is so distasteful and very bad as far as representing YCDT. Get it together. After that, Miss Tracy goes back there and talks to them and say, hey, look, y'all got to have a thick skin, and then calls out Dominique for doing what she has to do and understands that this is how trials are going to be. I'm preparing you for more. Y'all just have to, you know, understand it hurts, but you got to get over it. Keep pressing forward for the next audition. You live to audition another day, and y'all are going to support Andre either way because he's a part of YCDT. And, you know, it basically goes down like that, and everybody does. Then after that, they do the little run through. Andre does his thing, and I'm like, Kitty, you struggling with them vocals, but I'm pretty sure you get it together by the end. Then all of a sudden, Eric basically says we're missing somebody, and that's when they basically get Janae. So now all of a sudden, Tracy has to change the whole routine, just, you know, on her toes. That's what you got to think as a dancer, on your toes. She changes the whole routine. They wind up doing their thing. They become in sync with each other. They look like they just won. And I'm like, get it. Then Miss Kitty basically Miss Kitty. Yeah, that her name is. Miss Kitty comes out and does her little thing in her white dress. It was cute, but baby, no, them vocals, it was struggling. I'm just saying, you cute, but still struggling. And then that's when, like I said, Andre and Janae do their thing. Janae's mama supporting her, crying because she couldn't believe it. She didn't even know that her baby was performing. So she's just so happy for her. I was like, oh, support. I love it. And, you know, overall, they do a great routine. They look great. The blue was working. And, you know, overall, it shows that Miss Tracy, once again, delivers with YCDT. And then YCDT have a good name. And they all doing their damn thing. So I'm really happy for them. Get it, girl. You know, do their thing. I can't wait for the next episode. But anyways, y'all, that is my review for Step It Up Season 1, Episode 3. So like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm sorry this was a little speed through. If it was, I'm tired. I just got off of work, but I want to get these videos out because I love y'all. And I support those who support me. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Again, I'm going to give a shout out to my Come On Now video because that'll be a little bit more shorter. But anyways, remember, it's MizzTink. That's M-I-Z-Z, not M-I-S-S. Oh, y'all, check out my SCENTSY party, too. I'm going to put that in the disclaimer box, so please check it out. Me and Much Love are doing one, so shout out to her because she got me in it, and I'm really happy. Please support us, buy, or anything. Just spread the word, please. Support us like we support you. But anyways, again, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Again, is MizzTink. That's M-I-Z-Z, not M-I-S-S. And the channel is Naturalpolesista. All right, y'all be blessed. Bye.